Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a multi-character listener by me. So let's get into it. Midoriya Izuku. Midoriya didn't mean to actually look up your skirt, but your skirt was incredibly short, and you happened to be bending. So, once he turned and saw you, he's just... he looked. Maybe. But it was an accident, a complete and pure accident. And it just so happened that you caught him looking, and he was blushing very brightly, trying to explain himself in incoherent words and sentences. Midoriya, please, can you just tell me you weren't trying to look up my skirt right now? I I wasn't. I really wasn't, Ryan. It was just an accident. How can I make sure it was? He blushed brighter, trying to come up with words that didn't really make any sense, and eventually gave up. I accidentally looked up your skirt, but it was an accident, Ryan. Maybe my eyes lingered for a moment or so, but I looked away. I promise. And looking at him, he burst out into laughter, hugging him gently. I was just messing with you, Izuku. I know you'd never do that. You're too shy anyway. And he stroked his hair, gentle, watching as he melted into your arms. He was truly adorable sometimes, and extremely nervous as well. And though you're glad you didn't look up your skirt, you just wanted him to be a little less nervous and less shy. He needed that confidence, and you hoped that one day, with or without your help, he will be able to get it somehow, because you're sure he needs it, and you'll be more than happy to at least be there to witness that. And as for what happened, he just didn't talk about it for the rest of the day, decided not to embarrass him any further, considering how easily he got embarrassed, and how Midoriya will probably think about this for the rest of the week, and feel embarrassed as a result without even needing to do anything about it. And you're not cruel enough as to amplify that for him. Todoroki Shoto. Now, Todoroki, much like Midoriya, would not really do this on purpose. It was more like he was just put into a position that he couldn't just avoid. Look, here's how it happened. Hugh had worn this new skirt that he had gotten, and found out it was too short. So you only wanted to wear it around Todoroki, really. And that's how you got that opportunity. He wasn't staring at you. He swears he wasn't. But what could he do when you bent down, and you could clearly look up your skirt? And his eyes seemed to freeze in that direction, like he couldn't turn his head away. And maybe he was looking. Maybe. But for the most part, it was your fault. Why did you have to bend down? Why were you wearing a skirt that short? You couldn't really blame him for all of that, could you? Otherwise, it would be totally cruel. And when you hear his explanation, you can't help but laugh at him. Oh, so now you're denying you're at fault at all. I see how it is. I'm not denying being at fault, I just wasn't at fault in the first place. You chuckled softly at that, wrapping your arms around him. Look, I will forgive you, but next time, don't be such a pervert. Ask if you want to look so bad. And he blushes brightly at that, looking away. And you chuckle, kissing his cheek and ruffling his hair. Aside from that, how about I change out of that skirt and we eat out tonight? And after looking at you for a bit, and the way your eyes were focused on him, so adorable and so strong, and he knew that his soul was weak when it came to your eyes. The way you would look at him would make him do absolutely anything. It was dangerous, he knew. But today, he was just going to go along with his heart. Alright, Juan, let's do it. You grinned, kissing his cheek once more, and going to your room to change. He was going to miss that skirt. But from the look on your face, you probably knew when to wear it. And it would come up again, one day or another. Bakugou Katsuki? Katsuki was a very jealous man. So, seeing you buy that skirt, he had no idea where you would wear it, and he already told you he didn't want to see you wearing it in front of anyone. And the two of you fought over it for a while. And you didn't exactly wear it, but the way he was so obsessive and kept arguing about it, it made you feel a little bit better in some way. You found it quite hilarious, and decided to keep it. So when you tried it on at home, he looked at you for a little bit, pouting. Lion, you're not going out with that outside. Well, make me say otherwise. I am going to wear it if I want to. We'll see, he said, but as you weren't nearing for the door, he was not going to comment on it further. And he waited, and waited, and he knew just how to make him snap. You bent down, trying to make it very obvious. And, Katsuki being Katsuki, his eyes didn't stray too far. He kept looking at you, his eyes trailing up your legs, and you know where. And you stared, and you felt him staring, because then you turned around, and with the pillow in your hand, you threw it in his face. So you're the pervert that you're afraid of, then. What the hell, Ryan? Seriously? I'm not like that. Well, there seems to be nothing saying otherwise. Well, how about I prove it to you? I'm not a pervert. That doesn't prove anything. Well, how do I prove it to you? Next time, perhaps, try asking. It's cooler that way, you said with a fake pout. And looking at you, he just sighed and got up, an arm around your waist as he pulled you close to him, giving you a kiss on the forehead. Maybe I'm a pervert sometimes, but I worry about you, Ayan. I love you. So don't make this difficult. Please, for my sake. Wear it for me and no one else. And the way he was saying it, damn, he'd even said please. You couldn't really resist. You smiled, kissing him back. All right then. Just because you said it so nicely, I'll do what you want. And he let out a sigh of relief. He was happy it ended that way, without you arguing about it further. And he will certainly try to be nicer, just for you.